All right, so today I have a purchase I got through the Blade forums of a CRKT Pilar with the carbon fiber handles. And I've been looking at this model for quite a while. It's a budget, small pocket knife, kind of in the same framework as something like the CJRB Milea. Although I'd say that with the Milea, the forward choil is more of a sharpening choil. You can't, I guess you can get your finger there, but it's not very comfortable. Where the Pilar has a reputation of just melting into your hand, and I would say for sure has that feel. But a couple of concerns that I want to address today. One is the action is pretty poor on this. You can reverse spidey flick it. You can slow thumb roll it. But it definitely has, I don't know if you can hear that, pretty gritty. So my first plan is just take it apart and clean up the nylon washers, re-lube it. And it's well centered, easy to adjust. The other problem I'm having that I need to work on is the edges here on the lock bar are outrageously sharp. You can see on the fingers the edging really, it's almost, I would say it's uncomfortable. The edges are also extremely sharp here on the inside of the deployment hole, oval, I guess you would call it. So it is sharp, no chamfering at all. Back of the knife's not too bad. So my plan is take it apart, clean it up. I'm going to try to gently sand down the edge of the frame lock and the inside of the deployment oval. See if we can make it run smoother and more comfortable, because otherwise I really like this knife. I may have a video later on thinking about ordering a titanium backspacer from Flytanium, just because I'm not sure what this is. Aluminum, I guess. It's got like a matte finish, and then on top of that matte finish, it's kind of coated, and you can see where it's already getting kind of abraded. I guess I could just sand it, make it polished, but we'll see. One step at a time. Right now, I just want to make it more comfortable. So I'm going to take this to a little faster rate so you don't have to watch me do every step of it, and we'll come back down in a few minutes. Thank you. All right, so we got her all cleaned up. I'm getting ready to put her back together. We're going to do a little final clean up using a tough cloth just to try and minimize the buildup of rust or decay, whatever, on the inside of these steel bars. So as you guys saw, what we did was we took it apart, we cleaned it. I did a little polish around the pivot to get it as smooth as possible. We took the back spacer off, which had some weird coating, and just basically sanded it down to where we got that nice satin finish to match up. I guess that's just aluminum. We cleaned up our washers. And now we're going to put her all back together. Let's make sure these washers look as good as we can get them. Let's see. There's a lot of like kind of factory debris, I guess, or something in here. Might clean this one last time with a little bit of alcohol before we're done. So let's try that. All right, so just finished up. I'm gonna have to cut and edit the previous videos quite a lot because there was some language that would not be appropriate or I wouldn't feel comfortable posting, but we got it nice and centered. The action is without a doubt smoother than prior to cleaning up the knife. I got independent confirmation by having my son rotate it a few times. We'll let the Loctite kind of set up overnight. I don't know how well I did with smoothing out the edges of the deployment hole. That side, the reverse side, feels pretty good, but it still feels pretty sharp on this side. I don't know. I mean, obviously I took something off. The lockup looks a little bit better now. Definitely the cleanup smoother, and I'm much happier with the back spacer. I was originally going to order a titanium back spacer, but I think since I sanded it and polished it, now it sort of fits the knife the way I'd expect it to. So let's see how our action is. It's still, it's definitely not a drop shutting knife unless you give it that, but it's running, I think definitely running quite a bit better. So there you have it. That's the end of that one. Thanks. Thanks for joining us today, and hit that subscribe button. See you soon.